This project is supported by Global March Against Child Labor and implemented by AMPCAN Uganda chapter. This project is centered on area-based approach. The area-based approach aims to create child labor-free zones by empowering local communities, authorities, and governments to take effective rights-based approach. This short video documentary shares AMPCAN experiences through child labor survivors' testimonies.
When my father had just died, I was 2 years old. I was living with my mother and my siblings. That time, my mother had no money of paying school fees since she had many children. Whenever I could go at school, they would chase me for school fees. This forced me and my siblings to go and work in different people's places. We went for many activities. We dug in people's gardens for over many weeks, for over months, so that we could get money. There are many ways that we were affected. This made me to suffer a lot in my studies. My friends could study, I would start home, I would ask my mother for money, she could say she doesn't have. I could actually cry many days. We used to burn charcoal. You know, in charcoal there is dust, and that dust could affect me a lot. Since I was born with the asthma, that dust could affect me a lot. My lungs, I could not even breathe well. This made me to go in hospitals for over many times. Most of the times we spent our time with my mother, going in people's gardens. Actually, we had back pains. The tomatoes that we used to harvest had pesticides, affected us a lot in our lungs. I got some supporters who supported me in different ways, like in paying my school fees, in medication, paying requirements, and that I had to leave child labor. My appeal to the parents is that parents, you have to support your children in many ways, like taking them to school, buying them needs, and many others. And my appeal to the children is that we children, you have to use your talents. If you know that you have a talent, use it so that it can enable you get a sponsorship. My appeal to the government is that the government should construct as many schools as possible, most especially government schools, to enable vulnerable children who do not have enough facilitation. My appeal to the NGOs is that the NGOs should continue training us, should continue bringing up workshops so that we can know more about ourselves as we children.
Why we need to create child labor-free zones? A child labor-free zone is created using an area-based approach. This approach is a holistic multi-pronged strategy that improves livelihoods, strengthens rural economies, and promotes social protections and decent work. There are many push and pull factors in the community that make children victims of child labor. The only solution is establishing child labor-free zones where all children can grow up free from exploitation with access to quality education and opportunities for a better life.